Welcome to the next installment of the Train Vicar. This Sunday we had the Harvest Festival here at St. Paul's when we give thanks for the produce of the land. And as part of the gifts that we brought and displayed here, there are also a few railway pumpkins.
We used to have a group of special needs young adults meeting in our facilities. Last year they made pumpkin soup. And one of the young men of that group then came to me with all the seeds from that pumpkin and told me, could I plant those pumpkin seeds? I said, okay, I'll do it. So I took the pumpkin seeds, but I had actually just planted our vegetable garden at home, so I didn't know where to put them. So I put them outside the fence here. And, well, the pumpkins actually grew really well. And outside the fence, that actually means here right beside the railway line. So over months, these pumpkins grew as trains ran past beside them. That's why I call them the railway pumpkins. After we harvested them, we used some of the pumpkins at home, some we gave back to that group of young adults. The gardeners took some and gave them to their families and so on. But a few we kept for Harvest Festival. And so that's how they appeared in church at Harvest Festival. Now, a lot of the goods that we bring for Harvest Festival and throughout the year are actually non-perishables, and they go to the City Mission Food Bank. They only accept non-perishables, so the fresh produce that we had here at Harvest Festival, we had to distribute that among parishioners on Harvest Festival Day on the Sunday. But the other produce goes to the City Mission.
According to the Old Testament, many of the main festivals in Israel were harvest festivals. So you had the Feast of First Fruits together with unleavened bread at the beginning of the grain harvest. Then you had the Feast of Pentecost at the end of the grain harvest. And then you had the Festival of Tabernacles at the end of the olive and grape harvest. And all these festivals encouraged Israel to be thankful, particularly for the produce of the land. The Christian Church has continued this tradition through harvest festivals, when we are also thankful for the produce of the land and everything that God has given us in our lives. And so overall, that encourages us to be grateful and to be thankful for the good things that we continually receive. So some call that an attitude of gratitude, but this thankfulness flows over in our lives and changes our whole outlook on life. So it's not a sense of entitlement, but rather one of thankfulness and of appreciation of God's goodness.